Hey everybody, Michael Snyder, California Weather Watch. Today is September 28th, and right now we are looking at the mid-level water vapor loop. Check out our next frontal system. Plain as day, you can't miss it. This is going to bring the big pattern change in here. A couple frontal systems will eventually swoop through the area. But the big weather maker yesterday, thousands of lightning strikes across portions of Southern California. It's right here. It's that upper level low moving across Arizona. It's going to kick off some more thunderstorms today, but nothing like what we got yesterday. So let's go ahead and look at that. You can see all those lightning strikes there, even across some portions of Santa Barbara, Ventura County, some portions of Los Angeles County, across the higher terrain peninsula range. But again, we just had some very heavy rainfall, some flooding out there, and again, thousands of lightning strikes. San Bernardino County really targeted there yesterday. Had some lightning strikes across the Sierra Nevada. That's going to repeat itself again today. So heads up if you're out and about across the Sierra Nevada today. Now, taking a look at what we went through, this is as we go through yesterday, very early in the morning, and you could see just multiple rounds. Look at the spin in the atmosphere right there across Southern California. I'll pause that, kind of back it up, and you can really see those thunderstorms fire up. And we had multiple rounds across some of the transverse range here as well. Sierra Nevada got in on the action as we went through the afternoon hours, and we set the sun, and we start to rapidly wane that thunderstorm activity there, and we come back out towards this morning. Still some thunderstorms here across western Arizona, some rain showers out there near Las Vegas as well. And you can see the marine layer pretty intrusive this morning, well inland up towards the coastal ranges here, all the way up the central coast, all the way towards the Bay Area this morning, pretty well socked in. And if you want your own affordable home weather station, which will tell you how far lightning strikes are from your house and when they occur, how many of them are, this is the weather station to get, and for the price you just simply cannot beat it. The smartphone app is great. Click on the link down below to save 10% off. So here's the day one excessive rainfall outlook. Again, it includes the Sierra Nevada, some portions of California. The upper level low is still right here over Arizona, but the heavier rainfall is now moving off, and we're not going to get just quite as active as we did yesterday, no doubt. Now, if we go to day two, you can see this is for the next frontal system. The pattern change does include the Sierra Nevadas, some of the Klamath Range up there, right towards the Oregon-California border and the northwest coastline. And they have something interesting in here as well. They do talk about the remnant tropical moisture from Narda to produce heavy rainfall. I believe that is an error. Narda's moisture has not yet reached California. So this is previous moisture associated with some of that tropical moisture from our upper level low out there that's been hanging around that will probably interact with that frontal system. And I'll show you what I mean right now. So there's Narda out there. And if I put that into motion, you can see that moisture isn't being trained up into that frontal system. When I scroll back there, you can see the moisture in place that was associated with the upper level low that brought some of that tropical moisture up, several days ago. That looks to be what is interacting with that frontal system. So interesting there. And then you can see the next frontal system as we roll on into the mid portion of the next week. Look at that low pressure system right up the coastline of the Pacific Northwest. Big pattern change here for much of the West Coast incoming. Now, there's Tropical Storm Narda. We're not expecting any threat with its winds, but again, the swell of some of the waves has reached Southern California, and the National Weather Service offices are talking about that. As you can see, this is San Diego. Beach hazard statement is in effect, and this is Los Angeles. Large south swell Sunday on in through Wednesday for south-facing shores. Strong, dangerous rip currents expected. Elevated surf for south-facing beaches. Even some minor coastal flooding is possible. Seawater over normally dry areas. Can't rule it out. So here's probability of lightning for today. And again, kind of highlighted across the Sierra Nevada. You can't rule one out down towards some of the transverse range there as well, but you can see where this is mainly focused. Now, National Weather Service Sacramento also talking about this. This, again, is a kind of a shading here of the excessive rainfall outlook. And there is a chance of thunderstorms here with some of this as well, but not like what we got over Southern California there the last few days, or some of the Bay Area in previous days, and some of the Central Coast. A pretty active system we had, man. Thousands of lightning strikes across the state. So here's rain late Sunday into early Wednesday, Eureka, California, with a nice graphic. There's Crescent City up there. Look at that, 2.76 inches of rain. There's Eureka, up over 2 inches of rainfall when all is said and done here on the high end of some of the ensemble members as we go through Wednesday morning. The low end here, even on the low end, Crescent City is approaching 2 inches with this system. So you could get some flooded roadways. Turn around, don't don't drown. You guys know the drill. And if we take a look at 30,000 feet up in the atmosphere, I do like to show the jet stream. There is that kink there, and the subtropical jet was associated with our upper level low. And then we get this next one rolling in here as we go on in through the day tomorrow. And then we get another shot and another frontal system as we go through the midweek period, as this trough is bringing the pattern change to the west coast of North America. You can kind of see that upper level low hanging out here as we go towards the weekend. Now, looking at the European, so let's look at the timing of this frontal system here. And again, you can see the Sierra Nevada fire up pretty good as we go through the day today. But the rain starts to approach the northwest coast here as we go through very early tomorrow morning. Some of that precipitation coming down towards the Bay Area on last night's European model run. This is through Monday late in the evening, maybe overnight. You might get some rainfall there for some of the Sacramento Valley as well. Even makes its way towards the central coast a bit. And then the next frontal system is hot on its heels as we go through the day on Wednesday, and you can see none of that tropical moisture here should be impacting us from those tropical systems off to the south. Now, if we look at composite reflectivity, as we go through the day today, again, there's those thunderstorms there for the Sierra Nevada. I just want to point that out. You can't rule one out on the transverse range as well, maybe out towards Las Vegas, some portions of eastern portions of San Bernardino County, and on into northwest Arizona as well. We'll scroll through there, and you can see the arrival of that frontal system. Again, looks like early in the morning. That's about 8 a.m. there for northwest California, and that pushes towards the Bay Area as you go through late Monday night. It doesn't look like much on the high resolution. The European, definitely a bit heavier precipitation there as we go through Monday night into Tuesday morning for the Bay Area. And looking at the European there, you can see it does bring a 1/10 of an inch or so to the Bay Area, and of course, much bigger amounts across the northwest coastline there as you go through Tuesday, and then the next frontal system swings through. The European still shows for the Bay Area 1/4 of an inch, so not bad. You'd notice that. And again, you can see where the heavier amounts are scheduled to fall with the 1-2 punch coming in. Now, daily 2-meter max temperatures. Let's scroll through today. There's tomorrow. We cool down a little bit as that frontal system rolls through the higher terrain of the Sierra Nevada. You're going to feel that if you're in the backcountry as we go through this upcoming week. It will definitely cool down, some blustery conditions out there. Definitely fall-like weather to be had. And then kind of scrolling through the week, I mean, you look at these temperatures and they're nice and comfortable here. It is a nice time of the year as far as temperatures are concerned. Not dealing with any extreme heat or anything like that as we look off into the extended forecast. And there's the 6 to 10 day, kind of a mixed bag. They're near normal for California, and sometimes I don't even know why I show these. It's not really telling us too much there as well. So anyway, check out the Patreon page. Link is down below if you like. Otherwise, click like and subscribe. We'll do this all again tomorrow, and I will talk to you guys then.